This podcast episode is going to cover a time where I was misled by some online overhyped health information. I'm the host, Hannah Weiss, and I'm easily influenced. Today we're going to talk about what I believed, why it wasn't true, and how I did and you can evaluate sources using a credibility checklist. Let's get started. So, a couple months ago, I was scrolling through TikTok for the 1000th time, and I stumbled upon a popular influencer selling detox tea. Her claim? Drinking this special tea for at least 3 weeks would cleanse my liver, give me a totally flat stomach, and increase my energy. She showed before and after pictures, the tea had super cute packaging, and it was running rampant on my For You page. Maybe because it was midnight, maybe because I'm weak, I clicked the little orange shopping cart icon and saw the full advertisement. The reviews and before and after pictures were convincing, so I ordered it. Excited, I went to the company website and read about how tea reduces bloating and eliminates toxins. They even said that the tea could help remove impurities from my colon, and was based on ancient Chinese medicine. I saw that it could clear up my skin and help me lose weight without any exercises or diet changes necessary. All I had to do was drink the tea. So, my initial exposure to this tea was on TikTok, but soon, as the internet does, I was advertised it on my Facebook, Instagram, and more. On Instagram, I saw the tea brand in an ad linked on a blog post kind of thing from their website, so I clicked on it. The article included more testimonials from customers claiming the tea changed their lives. Again, they said all you need to do is drink the tea. No diet, no exercise, no extra fiber, nothing. So, I drank the tea. It tasted mediocre at best, and it wasn't a very fun addition to my daily routine, as I quickly noticed stomach aches and many increased bathroom trips, which weren't necessarily my favorite thing. So, feeling frustrated and lied to, I decided to just research the tea myself. I Googled the company and the influencers mentioned in the ad. A quick Google search showed me that none of the influencers involved in creating the product or promoting it were any kind of experts in nutrition. No registered dietitians, no physicians, no actual professionals. In fact, there were no health credentials or peer-reviewed research cited anywhere on the website. Just photos of the teas and stock photos of flat stomachs and lemon slices. There was no evidence that anyone in the company had any kind of educational background in health, nutrition, or science at all. The only other things that this company published are promotional materials for their tea, including more pseudoscience health claims, fake-looking reviews, and lots of influencer sponsorships. It was clear that the main goal of this company was sales and not actual health information. The domain was not educational or government related, but it was .com. And there was also a strong bias, as the entire purpose of the article was to sell tea, as evidenced by the fact that it has no expert information in it and is only published by the company that makes and sells the tea. The intended audience for this tea selling website was women, probably those who don't have a healthcare background and are desperate to lose weight. So I found an article myself, written by Brown University, that talks about the truth about detox teas. It basically said that these detox teas are everywhere, but are really more of a bad trend than a life-saving skinny product. The article from Brown said that while the teas may have some healthy ingredients like Chinese oolong tea, peppermint, ginger, and lemongrass, they also have a semi-concerning ingredient, senna. Senna is a natural laxative that can cause weight loss. However, it almost always is temporary and accompanied by diarrhea and dehydration and not fun. The article mentions that physicians tend to recommend against these teas, and that, big surprise, the best way to lose weight is a healthy diet and exercise. The article also said that the whole concept of detox teas are a lie because your body literally already detoxifies itself for free. And it may even be dangerous to drink these teas, as using stimulant laxatives such as senna for long periods of time can actually make you dependent on them and cause significant bowel issues, as well as dehydration, high blood pressure, and possible cardiac arrhythmias. So, I therefore discovered that the information provided about this supposed detox tea was more health propaganda and totally misleading. I knew this after I totally did my official research with Brown University article that is written by healthcare professionals who are professional researchers with Brown University as a publisher, indicating a reliable source. Even though the information provided by the Skinny Person Tea Company was current, it wasn't true. The article was also never updated and probably never will be because there's no actual scientific evidence to support the selling or use of this tea. Here's what I, and hopefully we all, learned. 1. Don't trust everything you see on TikTok. This is an embarrassing thing to admit after my brain has been fully developed for a while. 2. Check the background of the company you're buying health information and products from. 3. Think about bias in language and tone. That influencer totally made some cash off my naivety. And 4, evaluate facts versus opinions. It's not a bad thing to just quickly research the validity of statements that influencers make before you buy their products. And 5, do that research using reliable domains and reliable sources like edu, gov, and org. It can also be helpful to cross-check claims across a couple of those reliable sources with reliable authors before totally believing something. We live in quite an interesting society, and there are sure a lot of downfalls in today's day and age, but at least we have any information we want at our fingertips. Unfortunately, not every scroll leads to truth, and I was lucky that all that happened to me was a little dehydration. So next time you happen upon something that sounds way too good to be true, remember how bleak the world actually is and do some research first. Ask questions, check reliable resources. And anyways, thanks for listening.